This video is going to show you how you can manage your labels. So over here on the left hand side is where we see all the labels. I am going to click on this little icon at the bottom to get rid of the meetings and hangouts so I have more space. Now I consider this top section very valuable, so that's why I will name some of my labels different to where like there's a 0 at the top and they're in that order. But I also want to do a little bit more, so I'm going to click on that more and then scroll to the bottom and click on manage labels. So you can see here this has all the different labels, even the defaults that are created by Google. So you can choose to show or hide. Like if you look up top here, starred is showing up here. If you don't really use starred, hide that. All right, same thing with snooze. If you don't really use that, you can actually hide that as well. I love this one here with drafts. I can choose the option, like right now drafts is over there. I can choose the option to only show if I have an unread draft in there. So now if I actually did compose an email real quick, let's just do this and I'm going to close this. Notice draft showed back up again because I do have at least one draft. But if I go in there and I delete that draft, notice, watch on the left hand side, that label's going to go away again and give me back my space. So let me come back down here to manage labels. All right, so you also have that option with spam as well, that spam will only show if there's unread spam in there. As you scroll down, you'll see these categories. Some people use these. I don't use them, so I hide all of those on my list as well. The very bottom section has the labels that you have created. You can also create a new label right from within this window as well. Notice here you do have several different options. To show in the label list, that means over here in the left-hand side, do you want it to show over here? You can create labels for folders to go in, but then not actually have them showing up over here. Maybe you're just doing it because you want to quickly find certain emails, and I'll show you how to search for those in a minute. Another good option is to click on this show if unread. So if you have mailing lists and you don't want that mailing list to show up over here in your list, you only want it to show if you have unread, you can actually click this and it would go away because I don't have any unread messages right now in my mailing list. So when a new one comes in, that would pop back up again. And you'll see when you do have email in there, they are in bold, and then it tells you how many emails you have unread in that folder, which is another great thing. The other option over here is to show or hide it in the message list itself. And I'll show you what that means as well. Basically, let's look at the urgent one. So if I choose hide on here, when I come back to my inbox, you'll see that it does not show me that big red urgent button. So let me go back and click on that and show you again what it's going to show us. When I choose on this list over here to show, so just know that's the difference between these two. The label list means it's over here. The message list means in the email itself. So again, I'm showing that now. Let me click on my inbox and you can see now my red buttons are back. I mentioned that you could hide your labels. So if I click these three dots here, so maybe this one here, this GC New Assignment, I really don't want to see it over here in this area because this is like prime territory over here. I can click on these three dots and I can also hide it from here. So I want to choose this top to hide it from the label list. So I would click hide and now you see it's gone from over here. But if I want to quickly find all of those, I would just click on my all mail at the bottom here. Up here on the top, type in label, colon, and then type GC, and you can see it starts to show up, and now it shows me all of those. So that is another way of using your label that you don't want it to be over here, but you want to be able to quickly find emails that have to do with that. So those are just a few other options you have with managing your labels.